Welcome back once again. This time we're going to be playing Agni in this game. Now, Agni is a very, very strong god in the mid lane. He's an all-round amazing mage. He has a lot of damage potential, able to burst a single target from 100 to 0 with a full combo of his abilities. At the same time, he's got great zone control, good self-peel, as well as he's able to put a lot of potential poke damage down without having to go for a full commitment of an all-in. So he's got great zone control as well in the mid lane. He doesn't have too many bad matchups, and most matchups he could have, he could go very, very even quite easily if he's very comfortable and plays it very safely. So as a whole, what Agni's looking to do for the most part is farm, farm, farm as always, and then rotate and be available for team fights. He's not necessarily a frontline mage. He doesn't have to go all the way up close to be effective in this, as he does have some decent range to him. Now, in this game, Agni's got a lot of different build options that you can go with. This is my preferred one on Agni. It's very similar to what was on Season 1's. But this build option here gives you a little bit of lifesteal, and you get some extra potions. Mana's not really a big issue on an Agni player, just because his bombs from Rain of Fire don't actually cost any mana to use. They have quite a short cooldown too. So, let's just talk through Agni a little bit at the start, as we've got a minute or two to go through. Number one thing to talk about is going to be Combustion, his passive. Now, as he uses his auto attacks, which are very, very useful, auto attacks, always remember, you'll be able to stack up Combustion so that the next spell that you use will actually apply a dot effect that deals damage to them. This is your meter here, you can see, this flame at the top. This is what I got confused about when I first started playing back Agni, was what is this about? Well, these three things here are your bombs for your ultimate, and this flame here is actually you stacking your passive up on Agni for his abilities. And when that's full, it'll be a full flame symbol there, and then you can use an ability and it'll clear it down. Next ability to talk about is going to be Noxus Fumes. It's a gas cloud on the ground that does dot damage, but if a flame skill of yours hits that, what it will do is consume it, but force the area to become a stun on the target, so it's very, very useful. Next ability, Flame Wave, is just a line nuke that does good damage, can proc your passive as well, and then your next ability is Path of Flames, which is this animation you can see on the ground here, where you'll dash in a direction as Agni, leaving a trail of flames behind you, and there you go, we're a prime example of that trail of flames. And it's a very good wave clear for the early game. Pick up the red into lane. And as you can see, this fills up and now I've got a full passive. Now, it only really works off the Flame Wave and off your Rain of Fire, this ability. And your wave clear, you're going to be looking to use Flame Waves and Path of Flames to farm up as best you can. As you can see, you can just clear the minions out without even being near them. Your passive kicks in there, your passive meter reduces, and then you use your auto attacks to farm it down once again. So you're mainly looking for farm overall. A Flame Wave and a Path of Flame should be enough to clear a minion wave. If you prioritise your skills right, and you get the opportunity to, and you can time their abilities, you can put free poke pressure down onto their god at the same time as farm. As you can see, she's ticked because of my combustion passive, and I got free poke onto her as well. And once I healed up from those minions because of the Vampiric Shroud, I'm fine. Stack off this if you need to. Back to full passive again. Ready for the next wave coming in. It's a very relaxing game as Agni. Some people seem to panic a little bit. I had this issue when I first started playing Agni of over panicking. It's quite a relaxing game when you really know what you're doing. Just try and repeat everything over and over again. I misplayed that quite badly there, honestly, but I didn't really get as much poke off as I would have liked to have done in that game. But now that we're pushed in the wave, going to go back and continue farming at the back harpies, help out my jungler. The wave's pushed in, so I've got the chance to rotate over here for this back camp. Don't have to use too many abilities here. If I was level 4 though, I could have dropped my gas here and just left, but I have to rotate all the way around, unfortunately. There's the damage done there, and we're straight back to mid to continue farming. So your skill you get to level 30 is your Flame Wave. It does great damage. It is the shortest range ability you've really got, so you've got to be a little bit careful with it. Notice how I stack my passive before I use the Flame Wave, so I get the top effect going onto the creeps over and over again. Then go back and do back harpies again. And I'm looking for level 5 very, very soon. This time round, not going to really help as much with the circuit. I'm just going to drop the gas and leave. The gas does dot damage. There's me level 5, and I'm already back in mid. Now, as I said, you can see, look at my mana at the moment. I've used one mana potion, which I didn't really need to use. I spam my abilities a bit much. There's a little bit of aggression in mid lane. Actually missed firing my gas off there, which is unfortunate. Don't ever really use your gas like this if you don't need to. I'm just waiting for mid-camps to come up, and I don't want to use my abilities because I want to keep my passive ready for mid-camp spawn. There's a big fight in left-hand lane here at the moment, but they trade 1 for 1. I can get mid-camps for free here very quickly, and then after doing mid-camps I can get the farm on from mid as well. That's my game plan here. Take both these mid-camps and rotate mid again. New one might come round on me, she might rotate for the other side. Might lose 1 or 2 creeps for that, but getting those harpies, very important. I'm still healthy enough. Just going to give a heads up that the enemy's missing middle lane. I'm also dealing with a Loki this game, so gotta watch that. So, start my passive again. As soon as I've got my passive up and my flame wave's off cooldown, flame wave, and you'll see it pretty much clears the wave in full. There's nothing to worry about, back to base we go. Very relaxing. Not a lot of difficulty to this god. Go back to base, get your boots online, always look for an active, and definitely buy yourself some wards. You want to have vision of a cheeky little Loki or another one rotating onto you. If you notice, I've not done much, but I am top gold on the team, as you can see. Because all I'm doing is farming, looking for farm, poking when I need to. I'm now on level 5, I really have a lot of poke potential with my bombs. 3 bombs stacking, this is the timer on my 3rd bomb filling up, so I know I've got 3 bombs available. So I want to be using one of these soon. I don't mind wasting 1 or 2. Clearing the wave out. So I've not got anything to do for the second. I could do back harpies, but what I'm going to do is use this time to... Oh! He left those up. Got some nice free poke damage on all of them. I'm okay with that. My new bomb's about to regenerate, so... So war coverage is good for my team. My red buff's up, so Cat's telling me to go over there, so that's what I'm going to go to now. Notice how relaxed I am right now. I'm not overly panicking with my abilities. I'm not dashing around crazy using everything straight away just because it's off cooldown. I'm using my auto attacks to my advantage to help me clear the minion wave and just 1 or 2 abilities to keep things going on. Bit of a warning, the mid's missing. Back to lane again. Flame wave and waves clear. Once you've got your flame wave maxed or near enough max, you can start putting poison into your path of flames. This is a great damaging ability. You only really use this for a stun, your Noxus Fume, so you're not really looking for it for a lot of damage now, for the time being. I do have kill potential here if I can make a play. We'll see if this works out though, I'm not sure if it will. So I've made her use her dash, so when she comes down, she should be dead. Oh, I messed up then. I fired my bomb a little bit too early. There's a Ymir. I'm going to auto-attack him. I'm not worried. See how I relax? I wasn't going to find the kill then. My skills were on cooldown. There's no point chasing for more. I know there's a naughty little man behind me. Naughty, naughty little Loki. That's the first time you really saw me use my paths of flames aggressively and then defensively. It can be used for both. It's got good damage. For the most part, I'm still looking to farm. Our left harpies are coming up very soon as well, so I'll be looking for those. A little bit low on mana, so I need to save it a little bit. I'm going to take these left harpies farm mid-wave, and then I'm going to go back to base, I think is the plan, to fill up my mana bar again and continue buying items. New Waz come back to lane, she's going to get ganked in mid lane now. She's not got ultimate this time round, so this should be a kill. Oops, a daisy. Auto attacks, the powerful thing that people are underestimating. And that's the wave cleared, that's my job done. Path of Flames just to get back into the tower range. Notice how relaxed it is as an Agni player. It's not too aggressive, there's not too much to really have to worry about. And now I'm back in base, I'm going to be looking to get my Spear of the Magus online next. I'm going to max my beads first, just because beads are very, very useful on Agni. Your low cooldowns on your abilities, lowers it by 3 seconds with Purification Boon beads, if I need them, to get them back up again. So I'm not too worried with how the game's gone so far. I'm not overly panicking. Mid-harpies will be up on the right hand side soon. Unfortunately, in the new WoD seed, whether it's a rage or internet issues, we'll never know. Now Loki's getting himself positioned for that right camp. I need to be careful in case he tries to all-in me. He does though. I can make him pay for it with my full wombo. I still have beads if he does all go all-in. But he's going to choose to farm mid instead, so it means I'm going to get right camps for free here with the help of Circa. Still farming once again. If he landed that, it would have been pretty impressive, Circuit. Notice how I still stack my passive on these autos on the minions. I could clear them in one go, but stacking my passive means I don't have to try as hard. And in case I do make a mistake, or I get engaged on, you always want to try and stack your passive as much as possible. Gonna rotate left now because there's no farm for me in the mid lane, and this is an Amusan Carb. Now Amusan Carb, very immobile god here, can try and abuse this. Oh, that Path of Flames was not good. I was trying to get some extra damage on him. Here comes Loki. Might be able to support here in a second. Now, there's a few abilities you can do. You can see that you use your 4-1 combo to get a stun off. So you go 4 and then drop your 1 and it'll stun all the creeps. What you can also do is use your Path of Flames, turn around and drop your 1 on it to use the stun as well. Or you can put the gas down first and then run through the gas. But putting the gas down first means the enemy knows where it's going to be, where that stun's going to be. So you want to try and save it. The other combo, not so easy to land, is a 2-1. You go 2 and throw out the 1 at the end. And you'll actually get a stun off at the end of that as well. It's not the easiest ability to use the 2-1 combo, but it is very, very valuable to you in clutch situations. If my gas was up a little bit earlier, I may have been able to save that circuit there with the 2-1 combo. But it's not an easy combo to try and land, more of an advanced tactic. I want my red buff, but I can see over here Ymir's going aggressive. So Ymir can play with his life here. My first bomb was not very good. I'm going to punish him now. He walled himself in. There's a kill for me. Loki's on me. I'm not panicking yet. I will use my beads now. If he wants to keep going aggressive, I'll stun him, turn the damage back round, and then burn him and then walk away again. Wait for my team, use my stun. He's still burning thanks to my Path of Flames. Didn't die there. I'm a little bit low on mana though. So I'm just going to ping this. Get an assist from that. Notice how I didn't stick around and try and get the kill. I did what I could and left. As an Agni player, you've got to realise what's too much and what's too little. Sometimes going for the whole hog won't necessarily save you. Once again, just relax when you're playing Agni.
Nice working with a professional.
So, on to the next item purchase, and we're going to be looking at Spear of the Magus next. Now, Spear of the Magus is a very, very strong item. It gives you magical power and penetration, which is great for dealing more damage to the gods, but Spear of the Magus, as a whole thing, the passive is huge. Enemies hit by your damaging abilities have their magical protection reduced by 10, an additional 10% for 5 seconds, max 2 stacks. Now, take into account of Agni's passive, Combustion. Well, that dot that gets applied, that refreshes that and keeps it going. So you can keep the pressure on it. If he stays here, you're going to eat some bombs. Notice how I can't kill him all out. I can if I get bigger and stronger, but I'm not expecting to. Ooh, you admit. Sylvana's making some plays there. When the fight changes course, I just back away from it. I've cleared the minions out. There's no reason for me to stick around. Don't have any wards right now. Naughty Hindu. I'm looking for farm more than anything else right now. I don't know if this camp's still up, is it? Hey! Christmas Day. I'll take that camp being up. That's nice. I'm back to mid lane farming once again. Now my Apollo's cut out of position here, unfortunately. I'm going to go for a kill. I knew Circuit was coming, but at the same time I knew I would be able to kill a solo. It may feel a little bit mean because he DC'd, but at the same time, trying to show off the god more than anything else. I'm moving Cobbs out of position here on the back. He's looking for a kill, but I will make him pay with his life. I'm not going to beat that. I could beat that. Oh, I will beat that though. And now I'm dead. Wow, that was really, really unfortunate timing. I think I beadsed at exactly the wrong time, so I got hit up and I couldn't actually Path of Flames because of the cripple coming out from Amusan Carb. So even when you don't panic as Agni, now and again you can get yourself caught out of position. I did that. I didn't know Loki's rotation was coming, and I suffered for it. The good news is, while I'm dead, I can still manage to get my Spear of the Magus online. Disappointed with myself though, I lost my beads for free. Curses.
Your middle tower is under attack.
So we get Gold Fury. I'm going to rotate back to lane again. 3 bombs online. Remember how the passive meter works on Agni. It was very strange to me for the longest time what the heck was going on when I first started playing this god. Might be able to kill him on the way back. Oh, I missed that second bomb. That was bad of me. Loki's in the wings, weighing around, but I'm not going to go too aggressive here. So I've not got my beads available, but she's doing those. I can support that. Over the wall with a bomb. And continue farming once again. Notice how I'm not panicking really here. Just still looking to farm up. If you want to go aggressive, I'm ready to dash. Like this. I'm just going to leave. I'll get myself into a bad situation I don't want to be in. Path of Flames I was really trying to get in range to secure the kill if we needed to, but I could have also stolen it. I'll try and rotate for Afro here, even though she knows I'm coming. I've got the opportunity to, my lane's pushed out, right harpies are down, my team's in a good position. Oh, they're doing the buff. He's used his ultimate there, and I've got 3 poke damage on both of them. So I'm not worried right now. I'm going to be looking for my Bancroft soon, though, next. Sometimes you can go for Rudder Tahuti right now, or you can go for Bancrofts. It's kind of up to you. If you want the extra damage, or you want the extra survivability from Bancrofts. I think I'm going to go for the extra survivability from Bancrofts just for the lifesteal, which would be quite effective. Oh, could I help with that? Maybe not, I was a little bit late. Oh, well. One more wave in mid, and back to base we'll go. Then get my red buff on the way back to lane. Oops. So 3 was this time round. Now the one thing you could do with Bancrofts, I mean I did build this into Bancrofts because I like the sustain. They do have healers on the team, and sometimes you can go Divine Ruin if you want to. My personal playstyle, I'm kind of lazy on the whole. I don't care about lifesteal, I'll just burst them 100 to 0. And I'm very, very big and strong in this game. Plus, Afro's not exactly big in this game yet herself, and that's why I'm going for Divine. Unfortunately, that's going to be the end of the game. You can kind of see Agni's playstyle in the mid lane. Farming, try and poke while you farm, use your passive to your advantage. Play safe, no reason to go aggressive, and the one time I do go aggressive is the time I get caught out and end up dying. Mistakes get made. Mistakes get made.